Okay, lady.
Welcome to the 12 Days of Whiskey Christmas, where I share whiskey with friends following the theme of the song, The 12 Days of Christmas. Today is day 6, better known as Six Geese laying. My guest is joining me today through the magic of the interwebs. He is one of my best friends. He has a gentle spirit, a kind heart, and a great family. I'm proud to call him a friend and honored he is joining me today. A big welcome to my friend Andrew in the great whiskey haven that is Kentucky.
Hello.
If this is your first 12 days of Whiskey Christmas video, we try our samples blind. That means our guest doesn't know what they're drinking and it allows them to rate the whiskey with no bias. I mailed each person 2 samples marked only with A and B. And before we try each sample, I'm going to ask Andrew to look away while I hold up the bottle so that you at home know what's going to be in the glass. And hopefully you kept track of your stuff, Andrew, and you got them in the right order.
I hope so.
All right, good. All right, we're ready to start our first sample. So look away.
Look away.
All right, everyone, this is what we are doing first. All right, Andrew, you are good to look back. All right, let's go for our nose on the first one. So your sniffer is pre-damaged. How well do you do nosing whiskeys?
If I'm perfectly honest, they all smell roughly the same,
Okay.
which is pretty amazing. But all the same, I don't.
Well, when you say the same, like a lot of people will just say that whiskey is a mix of caramel and vanilla. Is that kind of what you get
Yeah,
when you
I
smell
think so.
whiskey?
I think I can get a lot of the caramels. If it's higher proof, I definitely smell that alcohol a little bit more.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's typically just kind of a caramely vanilla for me.
Okay. So
So I
you're
never,
the
I love enjoying it, but I never trust my nose too much.
yeah. I don't think that I am refined enough to pull all the stuff that other people pull.
Mm.
Um, a lot of times I'll smell something that is just a childhood memory, and
Hmm.
I'm like, it smells like this thing, and the people that really know their whiskey are like, you're an idiot. But
The, t- the tiniest touch of banana in here, maybe.
okay, so this bottle is the only bottle in. So every day there's 2 whiskeys. There's 12 days. There's 24 whiskeys. There is one special one on another day that I don't want to ruin the surprise when we get there, but this glass is the only one that's duplicated in all 12 days. So one other person is going to also be trying just this one, not the other one, just A.
Right.
Yeah. So, well, you want to get some taste in there?
Yeah.
All right. Cheers, my friend.
Hmm.
Thoughts?
I think I think I like the mash bill.
Yeah.
It's got a bit more rye than usual, which I think I enjoy.
Yeah.
Um, it's a high proof. I like the alcohol. It's got a good feel, great mouth feel. Um,
Do you think
I
it's
think
a high proof? Again, I don't remember.
I mean, I would I would wager it's probably 50 or so.
Okay.
Um, just a guess,
So
maybe
just
a little more.
right at that 100 proof.
I think so. I think it's probably. I mean, I don't know that it's a bonded, but I think it's probably around 100. It's more than a 40 45%
Yeah.
alcohol, I think.
Okay.
Um, I would guess, but yeah, I don't pick up again a lot of particular flavors, but I'm really liking. I think what. Yeah.
So I'll say this. This is my first whiskey of the day. And so it's hitting me. It's got some hug to it, some Kentucky hug.
Yeah, I'm
That
definitely
I kind
feeling
of
that.
wasn't expecting just because I know what it is and I've had it before. And
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that's just because I haven't had anything in my palate
That's
alcohol
possible
wise.
too. I had a little Mexican beer at dinner, but nothing
You
this
pre-gamed a little bit.
little bit.
All right. Well, let's jump to B. We're gonna come back. We'll go back and forth. But
Mhm.
we'll go to B and then have a little discussion and then keep going. So I'll go ahead and say this on the nose and then let you. This smells better than this to me.
Yeah, better in particular ways. I think I got more of I don't know, to be ungenerous, stronger alcohol, like a positive smell of paint thinner on this one. I was like, there was definitely the alcohol smell there. I don't get that as much here. So to me, that would be the difference. It is
So you think
nice.
this is less proof?
Oh, I can't. I'm not sure I'm refined enough to tell off the nose, but
Yeah. I don't know that I am either. Oh, I forgot to show everybody what this was.
oh
Look
yeah,
away real quick.
look away.
All right. This is bottle B, everyone. All right, you can look back. This is not a sophisticated, well-produced show. This is just Sam's show. So this one has so this is not a new whiskey for me. I've had this before, and in fact, this was in last year's Whiskey Christmas. I don't think I'm giving anything away because I reviewed 26 whiskeys last year. So, but this one has a very, very familiar smell to me.
Yeah,
Um, I'm almost getting a little bit of citrus, which is always interesting to me in whiskey because the caramels and the vanillas come from the tannins in the wood, right? That's what it makes when the sugars.
mhm,
Whenever I smell citrus, I'm like, well, where the heck is that coming from? Because that doesn't make any sense.
yeah.
But
I don't get citrus, but I don't. I'm very susceptible sometimes, especially when it comes to nose. So I could picture that.
yeah, I told somebody else in one of my in the other videos that I've done, I feel like I'm swayed easily by when somebody says, "Oh, I smell a box of organic raisins." I'm like, "Me too." And
Yeah,
I
totally there.
was absolutely not thinking that before they said
Yeah.
it. All right, let's try it. Cheers, my friend. Hmm.
Much different flavor than the first one.
Yeah, it's almost it's a little bitier on my tongue.
Yeah,
It's sharper.
it hits
And
the top of my
yeah,
palate quite a bit. I think I
this one,
taste like a almondy sort of. I don't
oh,
know.
okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. The
Oh,
finish is not strong. It doesn't linger.
yeah,
But
it's pretty. It goes quick, and it
yeah,
doesn't stay on the tongue that long. Very
this
interesting.
one this one I felt like had a different viscosity to it than this
I
one.
think so. It lasted a little longer.
Yeah.
This is very unique.
Do you have yours? Which is A for you?
Pretty sure this is A.
Okay.
That's what this is
So
A.
we're a little opposite. As long as
Yeah,
everyone at home knows what's going on.
yeah. I would switch them, but I'll forget. So
Yeah, me too. All right, so here's the trick. Let's go back to A and see if it tastes different after having B. Oh, wow.
yeah, yeah, wow, yeah, that's what's that flavor? That's good.
I know what flavor I have, but I didn't want to. Oh, crap. I don't have my hat. Allie, bring me my hat.
I'm not going to be able to come up with anything very good. I
So
think.
I
What do you,
almost got chocolate,
really? Okay, yeah.
like a milk chocolate. Is it by the my catch-all, Allie? And I didn't get that the first time. I'm wondering if the sharpness of this one
Yeah,
made it.
I don't know. I mean, you might that might be what I'm getting too. Um, again, I'm susceptible, but I think that could definitely feel you on the chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I definitely have. Huh. Well, I'm going back to B now. This one, B, is more refined, and A is definitely sweeter for
Hmm.
me. Agree, disagree?
I almost would have said B is sweeter.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, I'm getting the chocolate now that you suggested, and I
Okay.
think maybe that kind of insinuates a little sweetness.
Then yeah.
But I don't know. I think if these were wines, I would define this as drier.
Okay.
Honestly, A, I mean, as drier. But yeah, I don't know. Are these both Kentucky whiskeys?
I'm
Are
gonna
either of them
switch so that
Kentucky
we are on
whiskeys?
the same thing. I switched my bottles.
Okay.
So this is A for you or B for you now.
This,
What's this one? Because I'm on the same thing as you.
this one here is B,
Okay, good. All right.
and this one is A.
Yeah.
Let's switch my. Is my name? I mean, is this
Yeah. So
back?
what we've realized in other videos, nothing is reversed on yours. I read y'all perfectly fine. The thing behind you reads correctly. But when I look at my video, like my sign right here is backwards.
Okay,
But
interesting.
is this backwards to you, or can you read it?
No, I can read that.
Yeah.
There's a function where you can mirror or turn around your own camera so that it looks normal for you and it's not
Okay.
back if you want. But
Yeah. Well, I'm using the free version, which I've found has
yeah,
limitations. All right. So let me ask you this before we reveal. Do you have a favorite? Do you like them for different reasons? There's no right or wrong answer here.
well, they're both whiskey, so I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though I said that I thought A was a higher rye mash bill, just as a guess, um, I think I like, and that's usually my favorite. I think I like B better.
Okay.
Um, and maybe it's the mouthfeel, and maybe it's the finish. I don't really know, but I think that again, I'm not getting a lot of distinct flavors necessarily, but I think that B is kind of a preference for me.
Okay. So I'll say this. Remember, A was in a previous video,
Mhm.
and it was really great for the other person.
Mhm.
But they ended up choosing the alternative of whatever the second thing was. Um, but I think for me, between these two, because it's not the same comparison, I think I'm with you. I think B is, I like it more for different reasons, though.
Mm.
I've never really, people do videos all the time on YouTube about this is like a summer whiskey or a winter whiskey. I don't really have something that like defines a season for me.
Yeah.
But I'll say this. This is more something, B is something that I'd rather have while cooking or baking. And A is something I'd rather have cooking or baking. B is something I'd rather have sitting with an intentionality of drinking some bourbon and studying the bourbon. It's
Okay.
almost like it's, I don't know, not as rich or not as depthy or whatever. All right,
Yeah.
well, let's pull. Do you have a guess? You don't have to guess.
Not at all.
Okay. So bottle A, to answer your question before, yes, these are both Kentucky whiskeys. All right. This is a
Mm-hmm.
Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is B, Wild Turkey Rare Breed.
Okay. Interesting.
So
Now, forgive my ignorance, but I don't know the difference between those. Are those the same mash bill?
no. So
I
you
didn't
were
think.
pulling the rye, the higher rye. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah.
So this one is, so Kentucky Spirit is a single barrel, and it is, where's it on? This is, poke myself in the eye. So Kentucky Spirit is 101 proof. Uh, Rare Breed is a barrel proof, and this one's coming in at 116.8. So
Okay.
this is almost a full 16 proof points higher.
Yeah.
8% alcohol. So certainly a higher, you're getting more out of this one from an alcohol perspective.
Yeah.
Some people would argue that that also means you're getting more flavor out of it. But this one's the limited edition, or like they don't, like I had to order this secondary. I know that you were looking for this one for me for a while, and then I found it less than what it had been selling for. So I don't know whether
Yeah.
it was, it's got a batch thing on it. So this is from March of 2024. Barrel number 2645, warehouse TY-8, and this was the 48th barrel in that thing. So they're pretty, they don't share the mash bill on this one, but I found it online, and it's more balanced than this one is.
Mm-hmm.
There is a Kentucky Spirit that's a rye, though. There's also a rare breed that's a rye as well. So
I'll have to look for that one. I have had the rare breed before, but I didn't recognize it. I
yeah,
have never had the Kentucky Spirit.
yeah, but yeah. So there we go.
That's great.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
so this was day 6, which was 6 geese a laying. I think I said it earlier, maybe I said it to you offline, but I thought this was going to be super easy because I was like, oh, like 3 French hens. I'll just do wild turkey for that. Every other dang thing is a bird in this
a
song.
lot of birds.
There's a lot of birds. Like if you count them all as you sing them, there's hundreds of birds. And I'm like, I don't have hundreds of bottles of wild turkey. So this one is the one of the two that got some wild turkey into one of the birds ones. So
Awesome.
my creativity does not, it's not great. I did a couple others that were like I did by the time this video comes out, 3 French hens will have come out, and I did bourbons that had French oak staves in them.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. So so that I was able to play with some of the birds, but then otherwise I got to just be as creative as I could possibly be. So
Mm.
all right. Well, after I end this recording, we can hang out and talk. But thank you for joining me for day 6. Everyone, day 7 will come in a couple days, And appreciate Andrew being here. And Merry Christmas to all of you.
Merry Christmas.